guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amanda, and today I'm filming my March TBR. And you know, we're a few days into March, and I'm just getting time to film this, and I've been very consistent since the beginning of the year, posting once a week, which is one of my goals. And so this one's going to come in a little late. It's going to come in, I think I posted last week, I think. But if I didn't, it's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up about it too much. Work has been hell the last couple of weeks. I don't know if I told you guys before, but my company was sold. And we found out in December, right before Christmas. And my boss, who's been with the company for almost 40 years, left. So I'm trying to do my job and the logistical part of his job, and I work in HR and I know nothing of logistics. So I will tell you that this week I have not done any HR tasks because I have been doing logistics all week. So it's been fun. So while we talk about the books that I want to read this month, which is very ambitious because I only read 2 books in February, I'm gonna enjoy an adult beverage, which you can see back here. This is my favorite beer right now. It is by Golden Road Brewing, and it's not gonna focus. It's called Pineapple Cart. If you guys like fruity beer, I highly recommend this one. They do have watermelon and mango, but I don't recommend those. They're strange. This one's good. Okay, so enough chatter. Let's talk about what I want to read. The first book that I want to read is The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. I've read her 3 other novels, and I've enjoyed all of them. I will say The Death of Mrs. Westaway is my favorite novel by her. So I'm curious to see what I think about this one. I believe this is a Turn of the Screw retelling, which I probably read in high school or something, but I don't remember. So I don't really, that doesn't mean anything to me. But this is about a nanny who is accused of doing something horrific. And I think she stands trial for it, I think. I'm not really sure. But I think it also involves a smart house, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, so I'm excited to get into this one, see what I think. Hopefully I love it. Next thing I'd like to get to is An Anonymous Girl by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. I read The Wife Between Us last year. Really enjoyed that one. I don't really know what this one is about, but I like to go into these books not knowing much. I want to get to this so I can read their newest novel, which is You Are Not Alone. So I have it on my shelf back here. I got it from Book of the Month. And everyone's been raving about that one, but I want to read this one first. The next thing, I'm going to add this to my TBR, but I don't know if I'll actually get to it. I just feel like I've been trying to read this series for years now, and I have them all on my shelf, and I just want to get them done so I can decide if I want to keep the books or get rid of them. And so I want to read the 4th book in the Mortal Instruments series. This is City of Fallen Angels. I've tried to listen to this a few times on audio, because I listened to the first 3 on and off between reading and audio, and I really liked it. Then in the 4th book they changed the narrator. It just threw me off, and I just haven't been able to get into it. But I have this whole series, and I have the 3 books in her other series. I can't remember what it's called. Clockwork Angel, Prince and Princess. Chain of Gold just came out, and that's everyone's most anticipated release of the year, and I know nothing about it because I'm so far behind on the series. So I'm feeling, it's stupid, but I'm feeling a little bit of pressure. I want to be in the know. I want to, I'm having some FOMO about it, which is really silly because I've read the first 3 books and I didn't love them. I really hate it. Okay, big spoiler here if you haven't read it and you plan on it, but I really hate that Jace and Clary are into each other even though they're supposed to be brother and sister. It's just fucking weird, okay? It's weird, and I don't understand it, and I don't understand everyone's fascination, but, you know, we'll see. I'm going to read this one, hopefully this month, and then I can just, finish this damn series already, because it takes me forever to finish anything. The next thing I want to get to is Get a Life, Chloe Brown. This is by Talia Hibbert. I started reading something by her a couple of years ago, and my loan ran out. I was reading it on my Kindle, and it expired, and then I never, I think it was on hold for a while, and I never ended up picking it back up, but I was enjoying it. So everyone that got like an early release copy of this seemed to love it, and like I said, I was liking her other books. This book follows this girl who is chronically ill and apparently has this like near-death experience, so she decides to create this like bucket type list, and like the things on the list are like enjoy a drunken night out, do something bad, have meaningless sex, like that kind of thing. So obviously there's like some kind of romance here. It looks like the main girl is a plus size girl and she is African American. So yeah, I'm really excited to get to this. I think I'm really gonna enjoy it. The next thing on my list is the Bromance Book Club. This is by Lyssa K. Adams. I've been wanting to read this for quite a while. It came out last year. I think this sequel was just announced or just came out. I can't remember. This is about, it says the first rule of book club: you don't talk about book club on the back. How cute. I think it's about a couple that's going through like a really rough patch, and they are like headed towards divorce. So the husband decides to create this book club where with just men who like sit around and read romance novels and try to figure out how to like win their wives back over, which sounds really freaking cute to me. So hopefully I like it as much as everyone else seems to. You know, so romances with me are hit or miss. Sometimes I really, really enjoy them, like everyone else, and sometimes I'm like, what the hell is the hype? Like, Fixer Up by Tessa Bailey. I do not understand that. I don't get why people love that book so much. So I'm really, really, and I think this book came out around the same time. So I'm like, fingers crossed, hoping that it's not like that, because I can't do a book like that again. Like, I read that book. Ugh, no. Didn't like it. The next thing I have is The Dead Girls Club. This is by Damien Angelica Walters. I started this. I'm about 40 pages in, and you know, it's about these girls who are best friends. They have this like Dead Girls Club. They're like obsessed with true crime and like murderers and all of that type of thing. And one of the girls ends up dead. Her mother was blamed for her death, but I don't think that's what really happened. And now it's like 30 years later, and things are starting to fall apart. They're starting to really realize who the killer is. So I don't know, but like I said, 40 pages in. It's pretty short. I think this was one of my most anticipated releases of 2019. So if you can hear that, that's my dogs walking in the background. I shut them out, so they're mad. So yeah, I'm hoping I like it. I've seen some reviews, I think, and I don't think people really, it's not what people thought it was. So we'll see. We'll see what I think. So the final book that I want to get to this month is House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. This is her newest book and her new adult fantasy series. It just came out this week. I'm super excited about it. I know you guys know, like, what is she reading fantasy for? I never read fantasy. I don't. It's not my thing, really, for the most part. But one of the first books that I bought because of BookTube was Throne of Glass. I read it. I loved it. And then I read the second book. I loved it. And then I didn't read anymore for like years. I finally read the third and fourth books recently, in the last couple of years, I believe, and I again really enjoyed them. So I need to finish the series. It's up here. I need to finish them, and I will eventually, but because this just came out, everyone's going to start talking about it. I'm going to get spoiled. I want to read it right now. So I'm going to. Hopefully I love it. I mean, I know Throne of Glass is not everyone's favorite. It's problematic. It's problematic. It's very white. People call it male because that's what it is. You know, but it's nostalgic for me. Like, it's, like I said, one of the first books that I bought because of BookTube. I loved it, you know. Hey, can you stop walking around, tiny dancer? Sorry. You hear click clacks on the floor. That is my dog. One of them, at least. Hey, easy, girlfriend. So yeah, want to get to this beast. And actually, I think this is going to be the first thing that I pick up this month. Okay, guys.
So that's what I want to read in the month of March. As always, feel free to like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Goodreads. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.